Hey guys, welcome to Coffee Talk with Marcella. It's another version of their story told in this quarantine time that we're at. We're live from quarantine studio. And I am welcoming the pleasure of interviewing my good friend, not really interviewing, just having a conversation with him, Mr. John Grammatis from Chicago, Illinois.
What's up?
Hey, welcome.
How you doing?
I'm so good. Thank you for joining me.
You look great. You look great. Oh, you got your, okay, yeah, I got mine too. Here we go.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's Friday now, so.
Got the French press going. You're kind of a
Ninth cup today, so.
coffee expertise, or aficionado, I should say.
That's right. That's right. How you doing?
I am so good. And thank you for joining me today. This is going to be fun.
How are you
let
doing?
everybody know, I have known you for several years, so I know what you do, but people watching me not know. So you are probably one of the hardest working people I know. So
Okay. Well, yeah.
really
That's. I'm definitely not afraid of a lot of work. That's for sure.
No.
It's probably the way I was raised,
Yeah.
So
Greek background.
yeah, nothing gets handed to you. So, and I was taught that at an early age, and nobody owes you anything either. So if you don't do it yourself, then it's not going to get done. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I like to bestow the same things my parents did to me, to my kids, and we have schedules for them and try to try to get some stuff out of them. But
Yeah. And what are your businesses? Good. Tell us about.
So which one should we start with? We'll start with the oldest one, which is the DJ business.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I started doing that in '86, and I don't know, are your viewers even that old? So 1986, I started doing some parties, and it kind of just snowballed. I just thought, at some point, what am I going to do to keep this going? How am I going to structure this to have fun and make a living out of it? And I did. I did the corporate route and the private stuff and the nightclub stuff, and I'm still doing all three of those.
Yeah.
And it's it's great. I mean, I have the best job in the world. But we've branched out a little bit, and I also own a coffee shop. I know you're aware of it, but I'm telling your viewers.
Yeah,
it's a really interesting setup, which it's phenomenal, and I love it. And I love our customers and stuff. And the coffee shop is actually located inside a Porsche dealership, so it's inside the Porsche Exchange here in Highland Park. I mean, if you go to a lot of Porsche dealerships, there's really none like this one. I mean, this one is it's unbelievable. It's massive. They can fit 20 cars in the showroom. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And what makes it so great is that the coffee shop there, it's not open to the public. So it's like a VIP coffee shop. So it's only for the customers that bought the cars there. So you could buy a Porsche somewhere else. You just can't use the coffee bar there. It's really cool. And we've established some great friendships there, and there's a lot of interesting people that come in, and everything is free.
Okay.
So that's the other cool thing. So you're not dealing with money or exchanging this, or it's all whatever they want. We bake the fresh cookies and croissants in the morning, and and people they just come in for a car wash or come in and hang out and have coffee. I mean, it's pretty great. And the other business I have is we have a neighborhood bar with one of my best friends. We grew up together as little kids. We actually met in Greek school. I know it's funny.
So good.
When my parents came to America and his parents came to America, they actually worked together. Our dads worked together as waiters.
Wow.
In a restaurant, yeah. And then, we became family friends. And here we are many, many years later. We opened up a bar about 10 years ago. And we've designed the bar to be exactly what we wanted. It's a neighborhood bar where everyone knows your name, kind of like Cheers.
Yeah.
And it's fun, and, we're not going to become multimillionaires from serving, $3 beers, but it's somewhere where we could go when we get old. And and it's just get that neighborhood feel. It's a lot of fun. So
cool. That's
we're running around 7 days a week,
Well, yeah, you're a little busy.
Until now.
You're a little busy. So with all this whole, coronavirus going on. What's this current state of all your businesses right now?
Well, we are all closed. We actually decided to close the bar a little early to keep our staff safe.
Mm-hmm.
So we closed before they told us we would have to close. So we closed that, and what we're doing there is we're revamping some things. We're probably going to paint, freshen it up a little bit, and just, get reorganized, if you will, going through all kinds of inventory and stuff like that. The DJ business, a lot of my clients have moved their dates to next year. So come next January, I'm slammed. So they're moving a lot of their dates till next year. What we've done with the DJ business is look, it's nobody's fault, whatever this happened. You can't really blame anybody for this. And what we've done is we're honoring the deposits that they've already put in for future dates. As long as we're available, I have no problem switching everything over to that. And we've actually waived the fees of, usually if you cancel or move a date within 3 months of your actual date, you actually owe us the full amount. So we waived all that because we can't book anything in 3 months.
Sure.
And in terms of the coffee shop, because the dealership is actually closed and it's appointment only, there's no foot traffic. Right. So, and what they've done there, that's pretty awesome. They actually hired a company just for their employees that comes in and sprays down the whole facility every couple of days. Yeah, it's a pretty expensive process, but the dealership, the Porsche Exchange, they don't mess around. They're top notch. Everything they do is top notch, and you learn from that too, and it's great. But because there's no foot traffic, it makes no sense to be open.
Sure.
So yeah, that's the current state right now. I'm drinking a lot of coffee. And,
well, at least you're good at it. You know how to do it. You know how to make a really good cup of coffee.
So yeah.
What are some things that you're doing to, I guess, pivot in your business? I mean, obviously, for your bar is closed and the coffee shop is closed. Is there anything obviously, well, let's just get into your music. You're making music right now, right? So this is.
Well, I'm putting together a lot. So we're getting a lot of music sent to us. A lot of these DJs are producing a lot of stuff. So I'm just kind of helping them promote this stuff as well. I'm putting together compilations, and it's not always my style of music, but we love all kinds of music. There's very few things that I don't listen to. I think I just had a Beatles album playing.
Oh wow!
Playing out the vinyl. I'm like, no, I like this one. This is pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I think like I said earlier, what we're doing, pivoting is kind of restructuring some of the things to when we do open, we're ready to go. One of the things that we're also doing is at the coffee shop, I'm still paying my staff 100% of the things of their pay. It's not a big staff, but it's not their fault either. So as long as I can do it, I'm going to do it. What we're doing with the bar, which is great, is we do have a lot more employees there. So we've put together a service, like a beer service, where we're actually delivering liquor to your house.
That's amazing.
I had a conversation with the mayor, and I asked him if he could give us permits for stuff like that, and he agreed to do it. And so we put together like a little menu of what we could deliver on Wednesdays and Fridays. So the orders come in. Of course, there's a little bit of a premium of the price, but all that money goes to the staff. So
nice.
So we're taking that, and the staff usually works on tips, and obviously they're not getting tips; they're getting their pay, but it's not the same.
Right.
So we're trying to offset that a little bit with our deliveries, and we show up in hazmat suits. It's pretty funny.
That's fantastic.
just kind of make it funny for people.
Yeah. What a way to entertain as well.
This Saturday we're doing a live Facebook auction, Minor Street Tavern. We put up some of the stuff already on our website, and it's the most random, dumbest things. And 100% of that is all going to the staff. And you know, that bar was built in 1928, so you know, you go down in the basement, you're finding some pretty old stuff, and we're making it pretty funny. We found like an elliptical machine down there from the 80s. So, you know, it'd be great if like Jane Fonda could show up and try to sell this thing and put it in the auction.
A little physical.
So yeah, exactly. You know, so we're doing stuff like that. And 100% of those proceeds are going to, we got like beer mugs, beer buckets, whatever it may be, you know, just
so good.
Yeah. It's
that's live. That's going to be live on Facebook on Saturday.
Saturday, 1 o'clock. Yeah.
1 o'clock. Okay.
1 o'clock.
And anyone obviously can participate, right? Like,
I'll be in there. I'll probably do more of the camera work. My partner he's just awesome on the microphone. So
nice.
It'll be pretty funny. We got some funny things going on, and
I can't wait to see
it's pretty funny. Yeah.
You guys, I've seen some things that you guys do in Minor Street Tavern is the name of his bar, and you tell us a little bit about your Vegas trip that you give away, like on the spur of the moment.
Yeah. So when we first opened a bar, like I said, we wanted that neighborhood feel, nothing too fancy. We don't want to scare anyone, and just want to keep it fun. And one of the things that somebody told me many years ago is the beer tastes the same across the street. Why are you going to be different? Yeah. And it kind of stuck with me. And we come up with these like really ridiculous parties. We do a onesie party. We were doing ugly sweater parties before anyone knew what ugly sweaters were, you know?
That's great.
And our most popular event is our suitcase party. So every February, it's usually the second week of February, people sign up. So it's usually, two guys, a guy and a girl, a couple, whatever it might be. And you show up the Friday, the second week of February, I don't know, I think it was February 20 this year or something like that, with your luggage, not knowing if you won.
Okay.
So what we do is we do the drawing, and you have a 1 in 20 chance of win. So we only keep the participants at 20 teams.
Wow.
Our bar is really small, so we really can't fit more than 50 or 60 people in there. So we got 40 people in there, and we start drawing names. And the last person called actually has to grab his bag. A limo pulls up, limo being my minivan, but anyway, we like to call it a limo, and we take him straight to O'Hare and straight to Las Vegas, and we pay for everything. But you don't know if you win, and that's the excitement about it. And it's pretty hilarious. It's we've been doing it for about 8 years now, 8 or 9 years.
So I mean, the people coming back and they just like had the time of their lives and just.
Oh yeah. What's funny is, one of the things we tell them is, hey, here's the disposable camera, take all the pictures and just give us the film. Nobody ever gives it to us. Like we don't know what happens to it, but this
remember if they were there or not. So
yeah, right. What was great this year is the two guys that won, these two buddies, they've never been to Vegas. So it was one of those things like, oh my gosh, not only going to Vegas, but you're going for free.
Yes.
Where'd they stay this year? The Wynn or something? We always pick something on the Strip, something,
nice.
You're not off the Strip. It's always really nice. But,
how awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Such a great idea. That's so fun. So what are you thinking after all this is over, people go back to work, the new normal, as we're calling it. I'm personally hoping some things change. But what do you think this has been a benefit, or how will this benefit you and your business, I think, through this whole change in this crisis?
That's a tough question. I mean, I don't think we're going to get back to normal right away. I know the government's saying May 1st and stuff like that. I'm thinking mid-May we'll probably start reopening, but I think everyone's still going to be pretty cautious. I don't think, there's no cure. There might be some sort of cocktail they're putting together, if you will, to help curve it. But I think a lot is going to change. It's not going to be business as usual anymore. It's going to take a while for that. One of the things that we're implementing at the bar is, keeping the stools a little bit further away. We're actually eliminating some of them. And, we're a little neighborhood bar. Everyone knows each other. Everyone respects each other, which is really nice. Yeah. And, if you're sick, you're probably not going to come in for a drink.
Right.
The problem with this particular virus is that you could have it and not know, and that's what makes it a little scary. So
Absolutely.
I don't think we're going to be back to business as usual right away. I was just reading an article. A lot of these DJ festivals
Yeah.
uh, have been canceled till 2021. So I've got bookings in Europe that are still on for this summer, but we're going to revisit those in a couple of weeks and see
Yeah.
how many people are going to visit. My tickets and everything is booked,
Mhm.
but who knows? Who knows
Right.
what's going to happen?
Yeah.
These are
So
new waters we're treading.
I
We
know.
don't
No,
know.
absolutely. I mean,
Just
yeah,
waiting over.
everything is so much up in the air. You're right.
Mhm, mhm.
How are you feeling, or what are your thoughts on from the DJ festivals to like Coachella's festival, music
Yeah,
festival is
that was canceled.
over?
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
mean, I think it's been so cool. Like I've seen Cascade do, he had to cancel his festival, so he did it just live from his studio.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
A couple others have done the same. And, a lot of these DJs will just be like DJing on their balcony for 10 hours straight. I mean, it's been so cool. I mean, such a community
So
feel.
cool. Yeah,
That's
I
the
agree.
part I hope that holds, and continues
There was
on.
a DJ. There was a DJ that did a 10-hour set the other day, and I'm going, "This guy's awesome." I mean, I could probably do without all the club lights going in the
Yeah, yeah.
background, you know,
Yeah, club lights.
next to his coffee pot, he was like set up in the kitchen or something, But just
That's
keep it
awesome.
simple. I think
Yeah.
Bob Sinclair's has been pretty cool. He's in his studio. The lights are on. What
Cool.
I would like to see more of is DJs playing vinyl, and
Yeah.
I think I'm waiting for this one part. It's called an iRig that actually brings the audio to Facebook Live much clearer than just the speakers playing it.
Yeah.
There's a back order on it, which is kind of funny. It doesn't come until May 15th, I think.
Okay.
Um, but I do want to put together like a vinyl set, some old house music, something. If
Sounds.
we stick it to vinyl, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm guilty of playing CDs and playing off a laptop and stuff like that. It's become more convenient than days of traveling with vinyl. I remember, as a matter of fact, I think. Um, so this is what we would travel with.
Sounds great. I
Yeah,
love
this thing's like it's like 25 pounds. So, and
Wow.
and you're limited to what you could carry. So,
Mhm.
I remember flying out to like Amsterdam or Greece with two of these things, and my wife had all her shoes, and it's like, well, we're thank God they didn't charge for luggage back then, So
Super important.
yeah, shoes are important. Yes, they are. They are. So, but and that's where the laptop comes in a little easier
Yeah,
than
for sure.
carrying vinyl. You're never going to duplicate the sounds of vinyl, the warmth that comes out of it.
Mhm.
But you got to adapt, and
Yeah.
there's pros and cons to both, I guess, because you can carry a lot more music now with
Yes.
your
Exactly. A little bit more
hard drive and
compact for
stuff.
sure.
Yeah, totally.
No, that would be very cool to see. I would love to see that. What are on a personal level, I guess, what are you doing that's kind of keeping you sane and through all this? And it's not just you and your wife, right? You've got triplet
I
teenagers.
have triplets. Yeah, I've got a boy and two girls.
So
Their
let's
birthday's
talk about
actually
that.
their birthday's on Saturday,
Oh
and
my
so
gosh.
yeah,
Wait, how old?
15.
15 already. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, they're
So
15.
what are we doing
It's,
for
we're
15?
not doing anything. I mean, I'm saving a fortune on this birthday. There's no one invited. Nothing. It's nothing.
Exactly.
I wonder if I don't have it. So I actually designed their birthday cake this year just to get a little funny. Um, I photoshopped them on the cake with Joe Exotic.
Gosh, that's fantastic. So
So
good.
once I get it back from the baker, I'll send it to you. It's pretty
Oh,
funny.
please do.
But yeah, you just gotta have fun with it. I mean, the kids understand. They've actually been really good. They've been troopers. So
Okay.
um, they're not miserable. They're doing that day school through Zoom.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of stupid because I think my son had like gym today. I'm like, how are you going to do gym? What are you going to do? You're going to run on the treadmill or something? I mean, I don't get it. But
Right.
we're hanging in there, I
Yeah,
guess you could say.
that's good.
Yeah.
Any recommendations that you would give, something that well, let's talk about the new music. Like, where can we find your new music that you've been producing? Because it's awesome. 'Cause
So,
I
well,
have
I'm
the
putting
privilege to
together
hear it.
compilations. Yeah, I'm not doing a lot of producing right now. I'm doing more compilations. So I'm just putting
Okay.
like CD mix together. They're all on SoundCloud. So soundcloud.com/John Grammatis. Usually I post them on that.
Nice.
Um, and I did a lounge CD about a week and a half ago.
That's great.
And yeah, it's just under an hour, just relaxing, just chilling out.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, and I did this CD called Middle East, which is it's got a Middle Eastern flair. It's pretty cool. It's kind of a deep house set. It
Yeah.
reminded me of, I played at the Buddha Bar many years ago in France,
Nice.
and it had that Buddha Bar feel, and
For sure
it's
does.
a cool
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah,
It's
it's pretty cool.
awesome. Yeah, I was
So
so excited when you sent it to me. It's great.
yeah,
So
good.
everyone go check out SoundCloud, John Grammatis. Music is fantastic. And you can hear all of his other albums on there too, right? Like you've
Yeah,
got,
I think there's a 30 some albums on it. They're all over an hour, just
okay,
about all of them.
that's awesome.
So
Very
yeah,
cool.
it's all good. It's all good.
And then they can find you also social media.
Social media, I have a Facebook page. I just started this Instagram thing. I'll start posting more pictures, I guess, and uh,
Yeah.
Facebook and Instagram for the most part. But
Okay.
yeah, that's it. And
Awesome.
johngramatis.com is my website. So you could actually you could book me through there because it's a small little contact page. Give me basic info and we'll get someone to reach out to you again. So
Yeah. And let me tell you guys, for if you are getting married, know of anybody getting married, as well as like, you do corporate events and that kind of thing too. He also
yeah,
does, he also DJs for Nordstrom. So, to throw that in there, for all the runway shows. But he knows if you want a full dance floor for hours, John is your guy because he's freaking amazing.
thanks.
I had the privilege that he actually DJ'd my wedding in Greece, in Crete. And
What a party.
it was like almost till 5 a.m. It was so
What
great.
a party.
It
Yeah, what a party.
was so
It was, what I really loved about your wedding that really stood out is that everyone sat at the head table.
yeah,
If you really think about it,
that's a really good
you
point.
had one table all the way around the dance floor and everyone sat at it. It just brought this like great family. I mean, it was a good time. And we had James Bond there, of course, your
We
dad.
did. We did. My father.
What more can you ask for?
He was dancing up the storm.
Oh, yes, he was. Oh, yes, he
Yeah.
was. So,
No, so good. So seriously, John is one of the best DJs I know. He's fantastic. So
thank you so much.
as well as everything else that you do, it's like you've got the Midas touch. Seriously, it's fantastic. But thank you so much for taking the time.
Are you kidding me? Thanks. It was so great to see you.
We know for sure. And please give your 3 triplets big hugs, big happy birthday hugs, as well as Kalopaska. Happy Easter.
Thank you. Thank you.
Greek Orthodox. And Susie as well, your wife too. So.
I will. Thanks so much. You say hello as well.
Thank you.